All right, Sean, you're gonna make me tired.
That's right.
You're gonna make me tired. You're
A
always
lot
so
of,
fun.
lot of thoughts. Well, actually,
Not
first
thoughts,
one,
just doing it energetically. It's like it's fun, but it's like woo.
focus and exhausted. Also wanted to just start by saying everything everyone else has said has been very helpful, and I'm not just saying that to, be reassuring, but it's kind of just fun, whether it's with certain beliefs or doubts or observations. And so I've just been finding all the conversations really helpful to kind of point this way. Um, all right, so I think the thing you were saying about wearing down the I thought or the primary I thought sometimes takes a lot of time. That might be something I need to hear more or explore more to really help compensate some other false beliefs, along with, well, actually, no, the fear doesn't seem to be as much of a problem anymore. Last time you were telling me to just kind of actually look at that and see what assumptions are there, and that doesn't seem to be, right now at least, a problem. Um, So if I'm describing right now, this is so yesterday I went on sort of like one of my crazy 5 hour walks, just really, really, really trying to go deep. Um, and this is going to sound gimmicky. I'll try to explain it more if the words aren't conveying it. But there's a sense of if keeping attention here, it can just sort of observe Sean, and all thoughts are just Sean's, all effort is just Sean's. Like
Mhm.
everything happening is just Sean's. And I know sometimes people will say they'll start like talking in the third person and it feels like either being performative. And I'm not trying to do that at all. I'm trying to just find
So
ways to describe
nope,
this.
nobody thinks that. We know you well enough by now. You're not doing that.
Um,
So what is it, Sean, right now?
what is or is not.
Is not. All that
Okay.
stuff is objective. So
So
right
the
now, without trying to go into Sean logic mode, what is it? What's not Sean?
right. Well, so that's the way, like when I say all of this is Sean's, Sean also isn't actually a solid independent thing. It's what it like, right. There's a pattern or there's a recurrence that all gets labeled under the bucket Sean,
Hmm.
but that's not any different from anything else. Um, and that part of where
But
it's,
do
yeah,
you believe that or do you see that? That's important.
yes, it is very important. I'm basing it on observation in general. In this moment, I'm very distracted, so I'm mostly going to the memory that I've observed it. So
Okay.
let me take a moment to see if in right now I can actually observe it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So here's where, and I'm gonna not look at the camera because if I look at you, there's a really strong subject-object reflex that gets distracting. So this is just to help keep
That's
attention
fine.
here while I'm talking. Um, it it's kind of like, on the one hand, if attention stays here, and I don't think that needs to always happen, but right now, just to not get pulled, it can be seen like this is Sean's thoughts. This is like everything is just that's the pattern. It's just the organism, whatever things are happening. But also, there's no actual separate Sean with his own separate understanding or separate sentience behind the scenes. That's just what the label's given. And all of that is part of this. But then where it gets confusing is if I try to say, okay, so then what I'm quote I, it's um, it's weird because it's not like I'm not Sean. Like I can inhabit and be like directly Sean, but also it's clear that that isn't known by Sean. That's known by this. But it doesn't quite feel right to say I'm this either because this isn't a thing. It's just yeah. And even now, if I'm trying to understand it, it's Sean trying to understand it. Um,
So what this is a flexible pattern appearing as Sean
mhm.
flexibly. but not solidly.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Can you see that? Can you let attention go into the thought of Sean without actually leaving where you're at?
That's the tricky part. Kind of. Um, and so what I've been doing sort of the practice most of yesterday, and I know this is forced, but it feels like maybe a stepping stone, but cut through if you think this is not helpful, is trying to deliberately keep attention here. Um, like one way is just where's my head? What is my head? It's kind of this as a sidebar weird thing of I realize I actually can no longer no longer believe that this is really a nose or a face. I mean, I still believe objectively, nothing about my no metaphysical claims, nothing about physics has changed. But in terms of the sensation, and if I really go like, where's my nose? It's like this isn't actually a nose. This is just experience. So keeping attention here, and it's kind of like watching Sean watch everything else
So
and
simplify it
realize,
a little bit and
yeah,
say, let attention move where it wants. You don't need to keep attention here because you're grabbing that. I know I say keep attention here,
yeah, yeah,
but I'm not meaning it. We have to use words, but
yes.
in your direct experience, let attention goes wherever it wants and notice what's noticing the attention.
Okay, yeah. So this is getting closer to what's slippery. Um, that so far, right, even right now, and it's just been what, 24 hours, not even. Um, there's like part of that I think can be clear, but it's still so sticky to get pulled into the identification of Sean's perspective of if I let attention go where it wants, then very automatically I create this subject object, I don't know what to call it, like perspective or split
But
where
can you
like
notice that you're not letting attention do anything, that it's doing it anyway, that it's not Sean's? It's a function of consciousness. Can you notice that without grabbing onto it? Because what you are is not located. It's
right.
not, it's known, but not knowledge. It's not located and it's not controlled. It doesn't need to control because it's centerless. So that attention, I think you're getting the selfing urge is getting behind the attention and trying to claim ownership of the attention.
Yeah, it definitely is, but that's seen. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
So let me try to say it slowly. I'm speaking too quickly because I'm excited. Um,
That's cool.
I'll kind of narrate out loud the observations.
Okay, first try to get some stillness because you're too
Yeah, okay.
excited. Try to get some stillness
Yeah.
and be calm and find the stillness first, spread it out. Spread it
Hmm.
out and find it and relax. If you get too excited, you're just gonna be in your mind, your thoughts. Unless you can let excitement be there without grabbing it.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay. Just proceed when ready.
Mhm. Put my notes aside. Okay, so let's say right now, attention deliberately goes here, even though that deliberate effort is Sean's effort, but it helps see that it's Sean's effort. And
I got an idea. Leave Sean out of it completely.
hmm,
It's just this and the conditioned pattern appearing. Sean doesn't need to be there at all. That's just a
yeah,
label.
it is
It's
just
a
a label.
designation for the conditioned pattern appearing all the time. There's no Sean separately.
Hmm.
So leaving Sean out of the equation might help you relax the need to do something,
Right, yeah, because that
to
felt like a
make something.
profound thing at first, but that can don't need that anymore. Mhm. The Sean label still helps as a pointer to that primary I thought, if that makes sense. I can tell when there's identification with that I thought or the sense of me, and it's still very, very subtle to sometimes have it be seen.
Mhm.
Basically, it's trying to be the subject.
There's a small hypnotizing thing going on to the primary eye. It's like latching onto it.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like a hypnotization, and it's like right. I mean, it's like right here.
And that's why right now, at least, there's a deliberate effort that I know is effort and I know is not necessary in general to try to have attention here because that's right now seems to be the most effective way to dehypnotize or break that. And the okay, yeah, here's where technique is coming in, or a strategy is forming
Yeah,
of if I do that enough,
that's a
then
belief.
yeah, okay.
You got a belief there. If I do that enough, I'll break it. I'll make something
Hmm.
happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And
exactly.
that is obscuring you. That is obscuring you with effort.
Hmm.
You just have to see. You have to use the practices and see without worrying about whether something will happen or not. Because the something happening is an effort. The seeing, the recognition is out of time. It's not that something happens, it's that the conditions have become ripened for seeing. But saying you have a subtle expectation that I'm going to make this, I'm going to get this. I'm
Yes,
going
yes,
and that is literally the obscuration.
yes.
It
Okay.
just needs to be more relaxed. When you go for a walk in your 5 hour walk, I guarantee you, you're going, I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna make this happen in some
Yeah,
subtle thought way. Instead of, can you take the 5 hour walk without a story at all and just pay attention to each sensation from no thingness, without a story, without an expectation? Because that's what's actually happening. You're just the environment walking, actually. But those thought grids and those needs to make something or see
mm.
something is, yeah, I know it's subtle and frustrating.
And it's exactly what you said. Like I'll be on this walk. I was like, all right, I'm gonna discipline. I'm gonna make this
I know
happen.
you do because that's how I was. I know your mind because that's how mine worked. Mine
Uh,
worked, and I beat my head against the wall.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you may have to, but the subtleness of just relaxing into what is already is what you need.
yeah. There's a strong. Is it a doubt that that won't work, or is it a sense that I have to control it? There is a resistance to doing
Both,
it. Yeah,
both.
both.
It hasn't worked so far. Maybe I'm bullshitting. Maybe I'm not doing the right thing.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
doubt. Or uh, maybe it will work, but I need to push harder. I'm not doing enough. Could be both or either.
Hmm.
This seeing is literally not involved with effort. It is already the case.
Right.
The realization is just a recognition of that. And no amount of effort, even subtle, will make that happen. It's not up to Sean when that happens ever. And it never will be. And I know what you mean because this is the hard lesson I had to learn because being very logic based.
Hmm. Yeah. No,
I
it's
just got tired of I got tired of being wrong and never getting it. And I just said fuck it. Or I didn't say fuck it. It said fuck it at a certain point. The mind gave up on it. And that may be what your mind has to do. I'm trying to short circuit as best I can with you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to not
No,
make it last as long as mine did, because
and
mine lasted a long time.
which, you know, great if it short circuits, but also very helpful to hear that it did last a long time, meaning
Yeah.
otherwise
You
the
you
mind will
have to
turn that into
figure out how to
response.
relax the expectation because when I used to sit in meditation, every meditation for many years, I thought maybe this will be the day that I wake up. And
Right.
that thought was obscuring it every fucking time. And I held that view for years. And just that one thought, basically, in various forms, was like holding was blocking the view or blocking the no view.
Could just yeah. Yeah, and
Like you remember, have you seen or saved those things I posted in the group? I posted it a few times over the whole time we've been in a group, but the John Tan things that are very simple. There is seeing, no seer. It's
John
like three
10.
statements, and then there's three more statements.
I periodically dip in and try to catch up
I'm
in
gonna
group.
find it.
Yeah, if it's John 10, I can search for the word that like that name and then pull out those ones in the
I don't think it's not labeled John Tan in the
oh,
thing. It's
okay.
just something I saved as a picture.
Oh, okay,
I'll
it's one of the
I'll
pictures.
send it. I'll send it again.
Okay.
And just for a while, lay down all this other stuff and just like read the statement because there's three statements and there's three more. And the insight for each three is different, similar but different. So I don't remember what it said. There is no seer, only form, shapes, and colors is one of them. And then the other side of it is there is seeing, no seer. So say that statement as an inquiry and then just look. Very simple. Very simple. Just try that for a while. And then when you're going on your
Mm.
walks and all that, just every time you do something, be like, can I just do this without a story, without a practice? And just be there and let attention go to every sensation as you walk, every step, wind, raindrops, whatever it is, and notice what's noticed. Try to notice what's noticing that.
Okay, yeah. One quick observation that even as you're saying that, I don't think I noticed it before. Those statements, a lot of them, there's an immediate thought that comes up like, but I know that, or I've already seen that,
Yeah, of
because there
course.
have been times. But that thought flies under the radar. That says like, oh wait, I already know this.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I
The
don't
mind will
become
say, that's a conceptual grab
mm,
right there. That's a container. I already
mhm.
know this.
Yes, okay.
What else do I need to see? I already know this. I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
something
that's
else.
because that then makes me not look because it's like, oh, I already know this. And then I
You're
skip. I'm like,
believing that thought. That's
uh-uh.
the cockiness of an egoic. I don't mean
Hmm.
you per se, but I mean just how the mind
Yeah, that's
works.
exactly what.
Oh, I already
Okay.
know this. I already know this.
Then why are you having to say it? Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Me and Alyssa over the last few years have had this jokey because she would say that to me sometimes. She'd go, "Oh yeah, I know, I know, I know," and I would go, "Oh yeah," like it would be funny, but she would do that a lot at the beginning, especially. She'd be like, "Oh, I already know that." I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay," and I would be like, "Oh, okay," or something, and she'd go, "Oh shit," I said, "Okay, okay,"
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
would like do it.
I need that. I
It was
need more
funny.
of that. It's
Yeah.
I already
I,
know
you
this.
just you just caught a subtle thought that you're thinking. Uh, uh, put that in the chat, Alyssa. There's a subtle thought you just uncovered that you're thinking.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking, but okay, I already know this. So what else do I need to look at? That is a thought that is blinding. It's
Yeah,
covering right over the plain old centerless seeing and grabbing that
right.
attention.
And it doesn't feel like something to be dismissed because it's not within its own perspective, it's not false. But what it does is it actually stops the real looking from happening in that moment.
It's
And so,
just like the Revolver movie.
oh yeah, you mentioned this one before, I
It's
think.
just like that. He's like, "Don't listen to him, Jake." And he's like the whole time he's like right before, and then don't listen to him, Jake, or whatever it says, a million things it says to him. And
Yeah, yeah.
if you don't want to watch the entire movie, just watch the elevator scene.
Elevator
That
scene.
gives you
Okay.
that gives you everything you need to know. But it's a great movie too.
All right. Good.
There's two good scenes. There's the if you're not going to watch the movie, watch the elevator scene, and there's also one called the rooftop scene, and both of those give you what you need to see from the movie. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. Is that good? Is that good enough? No.